or at least some aggressive vision down. A lot around that mid lane, but one ward deep there in the triangle.
Yep. Fine Rezo, but again, with no real catch, how are you going to find a kill on a Batrider moving that quickly, especially with Firefly popped?
Seems like Kumin is the first to try and take an objective. Comes up to this top lane, does a little damage to the tower. Nothing major, and not a whole lot of support behind that move either. It does lead the Snapfire into this bottom lane to get some free levels, but she's already level 6, so...
Yep. Yeah, the other thing maybe that shifts us a bit towards VP, specifically in the mid game, is that the Doom is more of a... You'll effectively gain another core as this game continues,
Sure.
Whereas Nigma's support duo is purely support, right? They're not going to scale in terms of being able to purchase a whole bunch of DPS or aura items, whereas this Doom at a point will have like that level 15 talent. Suddenly the Devour Gold starts acting as a Super Midas. Maybe you get a Blink, maybe you get a BKB.
Oh, look at this sneaky TP from Science. They're not going to follow up with a Snapfire damage, so Weehaw is going to be unable to save.
Whoa,
Miracle just...
He went topside trees and Miracle just never saw him?
Yeah. So there's a small little TP point that is inside of the trees that you won't be able to see. And that sneaky play from Science is able to find one kill. Resolution, gotta be careful here. Sends himself a little bit too far, now gonna be caught by the Yule Scepter. Maybe a Cook can save him, but oh, flight of fate! No, the damage from Kuro, that impetus hits much harder when you're fleeing.
And this is the thing, it's shifted a bit. VP, they've got a lead. I don't think it's big enough right now. They didn't get any towers, and because Weehaw now has a Yule, suddenly that kill potential's there. Before this item was picked up, yeah, Rezo can play, oh, I see 3 heroes, 4 heroes, I just walk away. Now he is threatened. Weehaw immediately will transition and get that tier 1 bottom 2. Is going to open up the map for mind control. He'll be able to farm a couple of these Radiant camps and shove in his bottom lane continuously. And you can see the stacking as well.
Oh, wow.
Like this.
Isn't that a little dangerous to do against Batrider?
A little bit.
I feel like if Resolution somehow stumbled upon this, he's just telling his team it's gold.
The sentry and sentry and ward in place. That's cool though, because if you're not paying attention, and maybe I guess it's like a way to disguise the fact that they just get both either way. Kuro's gonna probably trade his life here. So it looks like he'll take out the ward and sentry combo on the high ground.
A classic 5 sacrifice. Killing himself in order to de-ward.
Just Kumin, get aggressive. You're strong. Come hit this mid tower. Your only big fear right now is the Chronosphere. It's just about Nigma taking this fight proper. They want to initiate with Wii, cast out his stuns and poke a bit, force and just kind of drag towards, and then hit him with the Chronosphere. And here it is. TP from Miracle coming out.
Oh, Yule Scepter actually going down at the same time at that Chrono. The damage is still going to be enough to wipe out no one eventually here, but Weehaw has to commit so much. In fact, he's going to Yule Scepter himself now to be able to dodge some of the Snapfire damage, but Resolution hot on his tail, hits the flame break, bounces back over the side. Resolution just needs 1 hit, that's good enough. Escapes onto the high ground. Away he goes. Now he's going to be able to get the last one on a Miracle as well. Scythe is here, hit by the cookie to chain that stun. Double kill for Rezo, and a chase continues. Kumin turns into a Darkseer, says, forget about it. Let's just take that mid tower, because that was a winning engagement.
That was not miscommunication from Nigma. That was a self-Yule from the Razor. Really well done. Just as the Chrono comes out, Weehaw almost saves himself. Miracle, a bit aggressive. Just kind of smack Rezo in the face, but those happy feet, he jukes the stomp, gets the lasso. That's an easy kill. There's a Morph just waiting on low ground. And there's that critical mid tower finally falling for the side of VP as we about hit 16 minutes. A substantial gold lead for the hometown heroes.
Yeah, Kyle, you said that you want to make a big rotation into the mid lane, and you need to keep spread out, make sure there's no, more than 2 hero Chrono. Yep. Well, in that situation, there was only a 1 hero at a time. It was either the Morphling or the Razor. Miracle had to make a choice. And unfortunately for Nigma, that choice, well, it was a poor one. 11-2, 5,000 net worth lead. Nigma, though, trying to defend their own jungle here. Spotting Resolution, he's quite tanky, and no one's now going to reveal himself off that Invis route. Instantly gets Yule Sceptered up. Now the ETL's been flowing in as well. A lot of damage from Laguna Blade as well. A Yule Scepter dodging that last shot, but Miracle, he's going to commit for the kill with a time walk. He needs 1 more hit, and he will be able to get it, but he time walked in and won't be able to walk back out fast enough unless, no, he actually does manage to get a little bit of distance here, and Kumin can't pursue fast enough, especially with 3-man stomp slowing him down. Miracle in and after he escapes. shapes.
Exactly what to do is if you're Nigma. Miracle doesn't have Chrono, so VP want to play aggressive. They're making the right moves, but they're a little antsy there. They were, what, 200 gold off a blink on Rezo? Wait for that, then make this move. I think they find a kill there on Wii if Rezo had trusted that he'd get fed the cookie, but it's one of those weird scenarios. We talk about Snapfire being broken. The cookie is an insane spell, but it does require some pretty intense coordination to make it look as good as it is in the early game for VP.
Especially on a team that is probably still figuring some things out. They probably don't have that sort of second nature read of their teammates like Nigma certainly should have anyway, as they've been playing for quite some time together.
Yeah, this is reminds me of one of those boxing matches where you got one guy looking for the knockout as he slowly loses the fight. That's Nigma in this game. In that one team fight around Roche where they catch 3 and an Echo, Chrono, Selena stun combo, like that just blows open the game for them. That's what they're looking for. They're comfortable losing slowly, so to speak, because they know they only need that one shot, and suddenly this is their game. But for now, gotta play a little cautious. VP's on the hunt. All 5 heroes on the enemy side of the river. And there's the blink. Now they can finally find some heroes.
A blink for Batrider and a blink for the Doom. That is a significant upgrade in initiation for VP.
But they're not exactly amateurs. They're aware of what's going on here. And if you want to play our jungle, well, we're just going to mirror you. This is the traditional response, something they did to great effect way back even at TI7 when they were the victors.
And the best part is Mind Control's even pushing out this top lane, so they're getting both the side lanes pushed in right now.
This is a really good maneuver, right? Because you'd think, oh, well, Darkseer will play the bottom, but that's actually become the safe space for Nigma to play in, so it's actually MC that now swaps the top, because really, this is totally dead lane. And as a Void, if you play here, well, VP already want to kill you. If you place yourself on your side of the map, now even if they don't kill you, they'll be right in front of one of your towers.
Yep. Early grab here on to Kuro. Committing for the 5 position and captain of Nigma. You could see they maintained a spread even as they were getting that kill. They just didn't want to overcommit too much. They know they've got him at the right, so just don't group up.
Ooh, blink dagger reveal on Luke.
Resolution very far forward here. The ET is going to snap and it's going to do a lot of damage, but it's still not enough. Resolution with 1600 HP. The Lina and the ET's arsenal is not quite good enough.
Outposts in 30 seconds. VP probably want to control this bottom one, but you can see Nigma, they know what's up here. They want that experience bounty. Yeah, I like the choice of the blink on Wii because we keep talking about it, but the team fight's there for Nigma. It's the poke, it's the distraction. Don't force VP to get confused so they clump up and suddenly there's a Chrono and then the team fight's yours. But if you don't make them panic, they're gonna easily be able to play around these big AoE abilities. Scouting out the Roche's Pearl makes sense. 1-to-1 outpost split. Looks like the runes will be 2 for 2 as well. Not bad when you're 5k gold behind.
VP, they just are refusing to really commit to one side lane or the other here. Like Kuman will clean up that top lane for sure, but they're really sticking around this mid lane.
I think I would have liked the Doom to grab a Shadow Blade instead of the Blink, just to mix up their initiation potential. And also, it's just so much easier to play bottom, right? Miracle is consistently bouncing around this lane, and you don't have that same ability to scout him out. Plus, Void with fast fingers is a tough target to Doom.
All right, well, they will make a commitment now here in the top lane. What I like about this, they're showing all these heroes. Hey, we're pushing top, we're pushing top. Miracle, of course, is going to be like, all right, playing the opposite side of the map. Zayats is not showing himself. He's hiding behind this tower, waiting for Miracle to finally show himself in the creep wave.
It's a really good point, because if Doom shows top, right, Miracle has no problem shoving this bottom lane. But by standing down here, Zayak also represents that he's top behind his Morphling. It's a really important, like, just, we can see him, obviously, because Nigma can't. This slows down Nigma's ability split push as Miracle, as he enters the lane, the TP from Zayak. But that's cool. He just showed and got out, right? He wants to keep VP thinking about bottom lane instead of the juicy objectives over on this half of the map.
So that's really cool, right? A win-win scenario where he basically either is going to kill Miracle or prevent him from pressing the tower. This now turns into a situation where they can control Roshan and trade it for the tier 2 if they want to. They can commit 5 people up to this lane and let Miracle do what he wants, because an Aegis would be prime right now for VP.
Oh yeah, they really want this pickup, but they're As an ET Spirit, you have no problem scouting this out.
Annoying,
Very
but not worried. Nigma actually can. I mean, they've got all this team fight. Surely you're going to be funneling towards it, right? But it doesn't look like they're going to make that call.
thing is, VP don't have a medallion nor any natural ability to take Rosh. There's two ways to kill Roshan in Dota 2. Either do it without taking damage or do it real damn fast. VP have neither available, thus this is a much heavier risk than it would be under usual circumstances.
So, so in your opinion, do you think that Nigma is calling VP's bluff and saying they're not going to do Roshan?
Look at the net worth, and yeah, exactly that. Because to the point you made earlier, you don't see them. They will find mind control outside somebody on Nigma's side. Like this gold advantage has actually started shifting into their favor. VP are the ones looking to make plays. They're the ones with the edge.
Oh, I thought a pickoff like that, boom, you go back to Roshan. But VP is trying to play fast right now. They rotate multiple heroes down to bottom, seeing if they can catch Miracle. Miracle, though, was wise to their tricks, but maybe not good enough. He actually gets caught by Resolution, pulled back into the Doom. A clever play from Virtus Pro is going to result in a kill on the enemy carry. May lose Zayats here as Weeha's going to try and commit for the kill, but doesn't actually get it. And now it's going to be two of them. Weeha and GH in trouble. Snapfire going to lose his ultimate here, doing a decent amount of damage. Weeha stops it with his LSA. Now trying to retreat, but sticky napalm building up on him. Now no one's here as well. A secondary kill, this time on the mid. All three cores have now died back-to-back on Nigma. And they take the Aegis at the same time.
That's how you got to do it if you're VP. Because no one's really helping them more than the damage output, and you can still tank with the Manta. You just need to survive, advocate distraction, commit long enough to the pit. They'll get Kuro as well on the back end. This is how you got to play if you're VP. You've got the edge now. You're about to have a BKB on no one. Keep playing fast, get these powers, and just keep sweeping the map. Nigma had yet to get that decisive 5-on-5 they're going to be looking for, but they're going to be soon approaching the timing where they're comfortable to take it. Probably about when this Aegis expires.
Some big ticket items for VP. BKB for no one. E-Blade for the Morphling. They even get an aura item in the Vlad's the Doom.
And this is just fine. This is the where Morph is going to thrive. He's got the E-Blade, got the Aegis, bit of a gold advantage, but late game, everything is equalized. And I don't care what your farm is. Don't care if you have a Satanics. As resist is irrelevant. You get caught in that bubble, you get enough damage, you're going down. Nice pick off here. Looks like Rezo should die. One more hit.
Bottle. The wall comes out. It's still not enough. Rezo hiding, but the Dragon Slave will run him over. Now Solo, he's going to get caught as well. A first hit match from Miracle. It's pretty easy. Virtus Pro slipping up just a little bit here, feeding away some kills.
And you can see Nigma, they're confident playing this way because they were all 5, and even into the Aegis. The thing is, yeah, you might be able to inevitably turn a fight, but what Nigma will do is they'll throw out all the resources, they'll pop the chrono, they'll get kills, and they'll let you take the support and then get out. And more importantly, those fights, those kills, they're happening on the VP side of the map. You don't want to look to engage around where Kuman, because it's just a lose-lose scenario. You make a mistake, you're going to be forced to buy back now because VP are on your high ground.
So in your metaphor of a boxer just looking for that knockout punch, Nigma has scored a couple hits here, a couple strikes, but nothing major. It's really that one big team fight that will turn around this entire game. And Virtus Pro, they haven't given it to him just yet. It's a bit concerning though, because VP, they looked great against Secret as well, but just one or two mistakes really cost them that series.
And that's the thing, when you play against teams of this caliber, you're going to need to beat them. They are not going to give you anything for free. You're going to have to take what you want against their will. And that's what VP is looking to do right now as they hunt down Nigma. This is sketchy. You don't want to approach an area of the map where Nigma have control. Choke points are terrifying.
Kuro led them straight to a high ground war.
Yeah, exactly.
He was saying, come to me, chase me, group up. And Zayat, he actually reads that situation here. Now he is going to be caught by the old Scepter, trying to reward this, and is going to instantly get bopped. But at the same time, Miracle actually jumping forward and catching Resolution as well. VP, once again, slipping up and losing two of their heroes. As long as they don't lose anymore, though, this is still recoverable, but no one's going to lose chased. And BKB, he's going to have to pop it for fear of, well, actually, for fear of a lot of things. He has to turn around and Eul Scepter up Miracle, but Miracle still has another time walk ready to go. They had the Chronosphere, but the high ground and a buyback from Zayat. They were terrified of no one else there. Kuro Well, you know, sometimes those things just happen.
But that's the name of the game, right? Nigma, they pull you in.
Yep.
Find the kill. Yeah, kill Crow. We don't care. And now, because Batrider's still dead and they have Chrono, just go straight back in. VP, you're not going to read this when it's a 4-on-4.
They smoked up, and they could have gone for Kumin there, but he has the Aegis. They want a better opportunity. That's why, like, no one was such an important kill.
Yeah, and notice again, what are they playing around? The Vision. That's the name of the game. This is high-tier Dota 2. At the end of the day, skill disparity, not really there. But if I have my team's winning this fight,
they know he bought back, so it's still a worthy kill. It's not the big team fight they're hoping for. That may still come at them. Birdie's Pro, they're actually going to try and take this fight. The last one, a miracle, they're going to take out the Chronos here. He's gone. He does have a buyback though. Mind Control has committed already his wall and his vacuum. He's going to be chased down by no one. Managed to get that kill. 2 dead on the side of Nigma, and it's just a full-out retreat from the Europeans. But it's Kuro who's going to get caught on the end as well.
And that's how you got to do it if you're VP. You look at the single lineup. What they're really missing is any sort of save. You've got counter initiation. You've got combo break. But there's nothing to actually save your Void. That's why, if you look at Miracle, he's got the Lincolns queued up. And then all of a sudden, that no longer really becomes an option for VP. For now, big window to perhaps chip at this tier 3.
I love how both teams like scored a small pickoff, and then the other side, they just win at them again.
Yeah.
You know, like Nigma lost their Enchantress, smoked up and win again. VP, same thing with Science. And as a result of that team fight, they're going to be able to sneak in both in tier 3, possibly the melee barracks.
Repair kit's so annoying.
Yeah, that repair kit finally going to be finished off, and Kumin will be able to jump back with a waveform. Nigma are very desperate to be able to catch somebody here. That's why they surge up GH. He's going to try and run down Solo. Solo doesn't quite make it over the cliff, but it actually results in Weehaw blinking a little bit too far forward. Dodges the LSA as well. Solo, who is this man? He's juking and jiving all over the place now. He's left entirely alone, so eventually he will die. But it was cute, it was clever, and you got to give him props.
I haven't seen a salamander make moves like that since that Planet Earth documentary, when all the snakes came out of nowhere and he had to
He just started booking it across the sand. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Man, not bad. This is big for VP, but look, it's 21-9. The gold is only 7K, and VP certainly in control. This is their game, but the thing is, it's not one of those scenarios where, you know, you've got some brown Medusa lineup where you can say, oh, it's their game to lose. No. This is still their game to win, because it's them who are going to have the onus of continuing to make these plays. They've yet to make any critical mistake. So far, it's been all VP, but that can shift in the blink of an eye. Nigma get that critical opportunity. A big man. In fact, we've only seen the one Chronosphere this entire game.
Yeah.
And it was on half of a hero.
I'm gonna fall in this courier. And they're hoping it would lead them back to a hero or something, but eventually they just take what they could get, much like on the Doom kill earlier. 30-minute marker approaching. Both sides, actually, they've swapped sides and control the outpost. VP now playing the bottom and right side of the map. They've got some gold to collect. The tier 1 and tier 2 is still standing. When you are stronger than your enemy, you feel that. You might as well just collect that free net worth that's on the map.
And also to bring up, it's very important against ET. Look at that morph armor, right? He has 50 at the moment. But the only armor that's relevant if ET's near him will be that little +3 from the Vlad.
Right.
They need to get more and more of it so that he doesn't just get 100-0'd by somebody like Miracle in the span of a couple of seconds.
Do you think that means he goes BKB or an armor item?
He the BKB because the aren't going to take damage. Giant magical.
Nice pickup here from Resolution. It's going to be able to grab Weehaw, pull him in. Trying to get the change done. Yule Scepter goes off, but I don't think it matters too much unless the Glimmer came. Miracle's going to try and bail him out. He does manage to get here, but Akumin, who had already morphed into strength, but maybe it's actually too much anyway. With all that percentage-based damage coming out from the AT, he's now dead. Into the backline, though, looks like Mind Control. He's going to be gone off by Zion. Should kick out. Zion has to commit his life for this one, though. A 2-for-1 so far, but Miracle's going to look for more. Solo slowed down. Glimmer Cape helping him out. He actually still had the Diffuser Blade. No one going to be fed that cookie. Doesn't hit the stun on the Miracle. Now going to be hit by the Stomp as well. And no one. He's gone. That's 2 cores, no buyback, and a support. What possibly the other one here. Solo's still trying to make his way out, followed by the enchant. Make it 4 kills for Nigma on exchange for a mind control dark.
Yep, and they didn't, talked about the lack of save on Nigma. There isn't any on VP either.
Yep.
They expect their morph is strong enough. You look at the net worth, he was already 4K plus ahead of the entire game. But when you're caught in that chrono, that magic bar, you look at the ET, right? Removing 100% of your magical armor, not just the physical we've been talking about, and then you get popped on by the full Lina combo. There's just nothing you're going to be able to do to survive.
Yeah, and he got hit by, what level is Elder Titan right now? He got hit by like, what, 40% of his HP off of that Earth Splitter?
Yeah.
So, you know.
Max HP is damage. So yeah, sure, you're full strength, but you're 4K HP.
Yeah, Kumin didn't do anything wrong. He managed to morph into strength before he got hit by the Chronosphere. He went up to 5K HP, but Elder Titan, he just cleaves through that like butter.
Indeed. You can see the issue, right? Where VP, the draft, the morph makes a lot of sense up until this point in the game, where suddenly you can feel the pendulum start to swing back towards this dire squad. Doesn't matter how many items you have, he just renders them all purely offensive.
So a very clear win condition in these team fights for both sides, right?
That's the key item. Miracle is no longer a lasso target. Does Rezo have anything to break yet? Because I know he had the pipe picked up instead of the BKB or the force staff. And yeah, there's the force coming out. So let's be real quick about it, because there's a Manta on Miracle too. If you see the bat, boom, pop Mana, there's no lasso coming out.
Smoke up here, playing around the Roshan pit. Roshan's not due to respawn for quite some time, but they still need to control that area. If you're Virtus Pro, they need that extra life. It's the way to counter the Chronosphere. Even the cheese would be helpful for no one.
So something I think we saw Gambit in one of their games a couple days ago that I would have liked to see from DP, which was just more emphasis on the BKB timings and then grabbing the gem. Because Nigma, it's really been about the vision. That's why they're fighting so hard to stay inside this game. That's why they've been so successful so far.
A search for Miracle. Yulscepter does manage to find resolution here, but he flies down the cliff as they missed LSA time on that Yulscepter. Allows resolution to escape for free. Play. Miracle still going for it. Managed to hit the Chronosphere on it too. Is going to deal with the Bad Rider first. Trying to identify him. No one managed to get off his BKB, so he's going to be good for now. He starts trying to drain some of that damage. Has to walk away. On the right-hand side, we're going to focus on mind control. Tries to manage to get off the flanking wall. He's going for Kumin, but Kumin, he's going to be able to finish off mind control like that. Zombo, he mentioned it. You wait for him forward. Just a little bit more damage should be able to get it. Zyd's going to actually die, both GH and Kuro, but they're both going to be chased down by the big, scary Waterman as a death strikes up the GH teleport. That's 3 dead. Virtus Pro strike back.
What a hell of a game, man. Back and forth, back and forth. Both teams trading fights. That was just a little overextension by Miracle, because he got 2, right? But no one, again, fast enough, gets the BKB off his feet. That's the target they would have preferred, but nope, immediately onto the back ride. And that is just not a target that's going to be relevant enough to win you that engagement. Also, nice backside initiation. Solo just spamming his ultimate on the choke, and then the Doom comes out on the Lina. Yeah, we survived, but he didn't get off any damage. Thus, there really isn't any damage to speak of for this draft.
Rezo, he knows that Nigma might be a little desperate at this point in time, so he's flying around in the trees, making sure that no one's getting close to the Roshan pit. Just a stomp for now, and Miracle, you can approach if you want. I have no Chronosphere. I can't possibly see them taking this fight. Sure enough, they won't. Aegis and cheese for Kumin and no one. Nigma, they're still sticking around here, a little surprising.
I was thinking he actually, he Lincoln's, he gets last out there and most likely dead. So again, further example of why this team has been so good for so long. You've got to beat them. They're not going to give you anything for free. Like the Halberd choice on no one. If he's quick enough, he can either cancel Lincoln's on the Void, which is helpful, and in addition, just evasion against a hero that is still about 3,000 gold away from them.
Now, it looks like Virtus Pro, they want to take this timing. They're not going to go high ground immediately. We saw a line being drawn by Kumin. He wants to keep all the lanes pushed in. But Nigma, they're going to take this opportunity while they're a little bit split to just get a simple pick off. It's going to be Solo chased into the trees. Once again, that Glimmer Cape is buying him a lot of time, though. And now the fight is going to be forced onto Nigma as no one attaching himself onto Kuro. Kuro, a little bit faster than that Razor, will manage to get away. Much of his damage been drained, though, and that's why Nigma should just back off here, After all, they're fighting into an Aegis.
They can play with so much speed, right?
Yeah.
To, spam surges, the extra time walk range, Weehaw with the Blinken and Aether Lens. That's what gives them that edge, right? Because they can threaten you as 5, but then the moment they get the whiff that, hey, this is the fight we want, 2 seconds and they're out of range. So it's very tough to play on that knife's edge for VP, where you're not susceptible to getting crushed in a 5-on-5, but the moment you sort of have the right spacing, also knowing when to collapse and actually start chasing back.
Spider legs. Zion puts himself on a cliff, trying to get some temporary vision out. Meanwhile, no one taking some damage here. Yule Scepter, LSA, self-Yule's going up, but at the same time, they do get a catch him. Zion, who was sitting on that cliff the entire time, spotted out the void, blinked on him, got him with the Doom, and now it's going to be no one pursuing for more inside the base. They've already got the double kill for Kuman. No one's trying to get a kill of his own, but fortunately, a surge allows Weehaw to be able to escape. Gets back. There is a buyback from Miracle. He's free to go with the Chronosphere, but Nigma needs to force TP into an awkward position. Now as he goes on, he's going to buy back. He's going to try and TP in, but they're pulling Mind Control farther and farther away. They're going to try and catch him, but they do manage to get the Chronosphere onto that Morphlane. Kuman's going to be targeted down. He's dead. 90 seconds on the clock. No one tries to go for a TP, but it's in vain. BKB wears off. A Yule Scepter will stop him. 2 cores dead once again. Virtus Pro. I thought they just had the advantage. I thought this could have been the killing blow.
It's all on the guy. It feels like it always is in these sorts of scenarios. The Mind Control Darkseer just getting the wall back off, keeping his Morph Illusion alive, immediately microing it, Ion Shells it, Surges it. That's what forces Rezo out of the base. That's what actually does enough damage to put Kuman in a position where he's going to die. And then Miracle with the wherewithal to buy back, have the Chrono up as he respawns. He's just dead. There's Elder Titan with all sorts of armor. And Weehaw might have found another.
Bleed any more kills like this. Resolution, though, is very tanky. And Alina alone will not be enough to threaten him here. And I don't know if the buybacks are going to be forced out of BP. They may be just losing a lane of barracks here. Kuman doesn't actually have a buyback.
They already have the mid-rack, so this is really just an equalizer, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Nigma wouldn't be able to go throne nor get a tier 2 in either side lane. So you're okay here as BP, but you've got to respect the strength of Nigma's lineup. Your Morph will die in a Chronosphere.
Solo trying to do his best to actually push Nigma back away from this barracks without having to commit the real defense.
Do they have a couple of blasts? There's a little bit of a miscue there from BP. It looks like both Solo and Doom have a blast, indeed.
A little awkward attempt at initiation as no one is coming back up, but the Lincolns will protect back 2 man death part stun from Zion. It's Mind Control and allows no one to be able to follow it up with a cookie stun. Now Mind Control is stuck. He's going to try and run the other direction, but it's found that Surge will not allow him to get away against the Yule Scepter. Gets off the wall vacuum because why not? Might as well get some damage down, create some illusions.
That's huge, though, because even if you have a buyback, there's no wall, and that is a huge tool. You consider you're getting Morphling. Another downside of the hero later on in this game is that because you're such a stat-based core, your illusion is effectively just as powerful as you are. Thus, if the DS gets it, you're just giving away your carry. But now you don't have that threat. And VP, they're going to look to hunt this. Lasso, the Miracle.
Almost grabbed him. 2 minutes hit him with the lasso. So important science is going to be able to get off the Doom as well. Hit him and he's gone. No buyback there. 2 minutes on the clock and without a Chronosphere. Nigma, they have nothing left to be able to defend this. And now Virtus Pro just swarm in, take the 2 lanes of barracks. They can head to bottom, get the Magus as well. Hometown crowd. Oh no! Kuman! They have this, and now we just got bombed by a Laguna Blade. No one's gonna try and somehow clean this up by finishing out the melee racks first. Going for Weehaw, activating his BKB. Gets off the Yule Scepter with that link. And they're close to the fountain. If they have 84 steps, they can save him, but they just don't have enough. Don't have a buyback though with a 2-man stomp. Oh, now they're backing into the LSA. They've all been gone. Virtus Pro, they're just me. Just get wiped here. Is now Science is gonna be the last one to be run down. Looks like even Solo being chased by GH. Fortunately, Science with a blink dagger away, and the Spider Legs gets him to safety in the trees. But Solo, the stop! Oh,
that was the gem if they get him there. That would have been huge.
That would have been absolutely massive, but he does escape. Solo may be able to do so as well.
Look, click on Weehaw's hero real quick. With that Aghanim. Wait, what?
Solo. Ooh. Oh, no, he saw it. He got a little hit from his illusion, and now Solo should be dying here.
Through the trees.
He's under attack.
Through the trees, gets punched in the face by the stapler.
Look at the telescope plus the Aether lens on Wii, right? Look at that Aghanim's. Alt-click over this Laguna blade. You don't expect how much damn damage is going to do.
850.
Pure damage. 1,100 pure damage. Crewman did not expect to just get extinguished inside the base. And now,
What is going on here? Science, they're going to buy back on Solo here, trying to protect his forward position.
But that was without Miracle. Like, that was VP's window.
Yeah,
like, you killed the hero that mattered. All you've got to do now is play a little more conservatively. But that's, again, the problem trying to win this game, is that Weehaw is casting spells effectively from out of your screen.
Yeah.
As is the Elder Titan. It is the deceptive amount of damage. And you can tell that the Morphs is certainly not prepared for it.
Radiant's bottom tower
One
is under attack.
small, very small timed error from Kuman. And now this game is still recoverable for Nigma. Otherwise, they would have been matched against Megas.
And think about the composure, right? That seemed to be the big difference there, right?
Yeah.
Nigma, you lose your hard carry. The guy that's won you the last 2 engagements that you took for 2 minutes. Some teams maybe just call GG or throw their bodies worthlessly at the enemy to feed away before the GG. But Nigma, they don't even hesitate. They know exactly what they've got to do. They take out the Morph, and VP, they get a little overconfident, right?
Yeah, in that
they
excitement,
smell blood, and in their bloodlust, they go a little deep. They lose their Morph, and then bonus heroes on the outset. Luckily, they do preserve the gem, which means that that third Roche should at least ensure they'll have vision advantage on their side. They can control this half of the map, but it's going to be that third Roche fight, and we've talked about it. What's the strength of this Nigma lineup? It's taking fights around choke point objectives. This Roche pit is perfect, and yeah, you missed the last 2, but this is the one that really counts.
So in a Roche engagement, the third Roche of the game.
Boots of Shackle on the Void for a bonus 1,000 HP. Who needs mana?
3,500 HP on a Faceless Void with Backtrack, by the way. So just add in another 25% to his HP pool.
And you look at the talents, right? Miracle knew, I don't have damage problems this game. I have an Elder Titan on my team. I'm going to go full utility and ensure that by this point in the game, I'm as survivable as possible. And the full magic build for Wii as well. They have hit 2 level 25s, soon to be 3. GH is level 24 in this game. That's nuts. And don't disregard his just raw right-click damage. You get a bunch of spirits off, and you just start smacking people with that briefcase.
They're going to try and stop Resolution here. They'll be able to grab him before he gets that outpost. They poke at him. They're going to try and get this kill at a distance, but Rezo too tanky for that. Virtus Pro, they concede that high ground. They're not going to try and take this fight. But the fight maybe forced onto them. Into the low ground. They give it to the Steel Man Chronosphere with the ultimate on top of that. But can they actually burst down this board? But he's still in half health. Will be able to waveform one away. Nigma, instead, they're going to turn over Resolution. Miracle looks for that next kill in a core. Should be able to get it as Resolution flies away. They actually have to back away from it. He went into the back. He actually killed Truman. Now no one's going to get chased down as well. He activates his BKB, tries to go for a TP out. As soon as he stopped at the heavens, Halberd was beautifully placed down to prevent that. So no one does manage to get out, but Solo, he's gone for 100 seconds. Zions is gone for 45. A buyback was already forced into Kuman, and they still have Roshan on the table, Kyle.
Oh, they do indeed. They're going to collect that. They're maybe going to be able to kill this tier 2. No, the wave is way too far pushed up top. We're talking about this. VP have 2 melee racks, and it just does not feel like that is relevant at all. And a big part of that is Weehaw. He's got the bots up. Soon he'll have that secondary linkage. You know, you can't waves don't matter. This hero can spam them out. Problem, even got the Dragon Slave 25 talent, so he's going to clear these waves no issue, and then look to be able to take engagements. So suddenly this is his game to lose. Roshan, blessedly for VP, has not spawned yet, I don't believe. Otherwise, this game might just be over as we speak, because none of these 2 heroes dead at buyback.
Yeah, that's a very late Roshan. It's finally going to spawn here, but at this point in time, you might as well wait until you have Chronosphere. How much longer do we have? No, you just go for it. Just go for it now.
How do you stop Miracle? He's going to be constantly getting that secondary link. applied. He has near 4,000 HP.
Oh, they're
and
going
he's
to
got a
try.
team behind him.
No one's going to poke at it here. The Plasma Field be able to get some vision over to Roshan. Maybe they can somehow get inside this pit with Resolution, grab some of these items. Roshan just down to 1,000 health. They are going to finish it up soon. VP needs to be able to get inside the pit now. They're going to start with Science. Advantage in 2 minutes. Miracles being focused down. They 2 minutes. Got a huge vacuum into the wall. That's going to be able to control him up. But Birdie's Pro. Look at it. He's trying to go for the Roshan. He tries to grab it, but THG gets the Aegis away from no one. He snatches it away. Now Kuman left all by himself. Ain't the Roshan with that buyback.
Again, mind control. He got the click up against the shard and immediately refreshes the vacuum to ensure the kill on Kuman. No buyback.
And that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
But the Miracle was dead with no buyback still.
In the heat, with the roar of the crowd, Virtus Pro, they saw Game 1's victory in their grasp, and they slipped, Kyle.
We talked about it for what, 40 minutes? A near flawless performance. A couple miscues here and there, sure, that's gonna happen, but it's